What's up, guys, and welcome back to My Winter Car. If you're excited to see more from this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. I took some time off. A lot of you have probably been wondering where the heck I've been. Join the Discord, of course, if you haven't already, for behind-the-scenes updates and stuff and things or whatever. I spent about a week having a bit of a mental health break from this game. We did some Minecraft live streams. If you missed that and you want to check out those VODs, they're over on my second channel, Toogii. And then almost immediately after, I went on vacation for an additional week. But I'm back, and I'm feeling very refreshed and ready to get back into the swing of things. So, I was under the impression, and I'm sure many of you were as well, that when we did come back, we were going to have to start getting the Revette ready for re-inspection, right? Basically tearing off all that ice race stuff and putting it back to mostly stock. However, I still haven't received any sort of notice in the mail that tells us that we need to do that. I don't know how much longer we really have, but what we're going to start doing today instead is getting our Revette prepped for the amateur rally. And yes, I am kind of dreading this, but at least like the build up to that point is generally pretty fun, right? Just kind of working on the car and doing stuff like that. So what we're going to do is order a couple of parts from this here parts catalog, and then we're also going to head over to Fleetari's to buy some new performance parts. I can't tell you how long it's taken me to just get those few sentences out. Vacation really did break my brain. I was so relaxed and so calm for so long. And now we're back. I'm not even doing anything stressful, and it's already there. I can already feel it. You know what I mean? Kind of feels good to be back at the same time. I don't really know. Before we get started, I do have something very, very exciting to show you guys. The Jonnez brother is back. It looks a little bit different than it did in season 2 of my summer car, because we had sort of like a alternate livery applied to it. I think I'm just going to leave it in its stock form. It looks like it also has studded tires this time around, which will hopefully give us a little bit better traction. Does it have fuel? Because we currently don't have any two-stroke fuel in the garage. It does have a little bit of fuel. Okay. I'll tell you what. Once we get this or get these parts ordered from the catalog in here, I'm tempted to take that little envelope on the back of the Joe Bro all the way into town, just so we can, you know, just so we can ride around on that sucker again. It's been a long time. I was not expecting the dev to add that sucker back in. All right, now where are these? Oh yeah, right, that's new as well. I think we saw that in the last episode, maybe. But where are these performance parts at? Okay, so we already have the radiator with the E-fan attached, so we can't really do any better there. We could go with a fuel cell, but I really don't see the need for that, to be honest. I do want to purchase this, sort of a lightweight flywheel. This one is 8.2 kilograms, and the one that we've just selected is 7 kilos. Not too shabby. That might actually be the only performance part that we really have to purchase from here. We could do body kit stuff too, but I don't know if we really want to be spending our hard-earned money on that. So that's it. Cool. Easy enough. Let's take care of our stats really quick, and then we'll hop on the Joe Bro with our little envelope very securely attached to the back. And we'll make our way into town. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong. You guys are really gonna have to bear with me today. I'm feeling so incredibly rusty. But once we get back into the swing of things, hopefully it won't be too terribly difficult. All right, let's see if we can just reach over and grab that and get it securely fastened onto there. Perfect. Now don't tip over, Joe Bro. I'm gonna take a seat here. All right, and then we've got our Kickstarter over there. Oh, the fuel tap. Uh-oh. All right, so let's do this carefully too. Crouch down, kickstand again. Fuel is default to the off position. And we want it on. Since we don't have like a bunch of fuel in the tank, but we have a decent amount. Okay, kickstand back up. Now we sit back down again. This is quite the process. Engine shut off. We've got lights over there. Okay, Kickstarter. There it is. Grab our controller. And then we should, yep, put it in reverse Terry. And forward. Clutch kick? I'm sorry, why did you die exactly? Oh, okay. There it is. Maybe it just doesn't like the snow. We'll try to bring it over here onto the pavement, and we'll see if that was the real issue there. Envelope is staying put for now. That's subject to change, though. All right. Let's let her rip, Tater Chip. I don't remember it being this slow off the launch. I suppose it's possible that the dev has changed it slightly. But we're on our way. We are on our way, ladies and gents. Nothing bad. From this point on, nothing bad is going to happen to us. Surely. Right. So I didn't really think about this being an issue whatsoever, but it is still winter. Hey, our envelope actually stayed put. That's good. It's still winter, so there's a very good possibility that when we are riding this thing around, we could maybe, I don't know, freeze to death? It's not out of the question. Certainly not out of the question. There we go. We've got our envelope dropped off. Let's see if there's anything new happening in here. We've still got Mr. Cool wandering around. Those two cool guys over there at that table. We need one of these. We should probably get two, but I don't know. Hey, what's up, Marjorie? Long time no see. I know, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's good to see you too, I think. I don't really know if we could put two of these on the back of the Joe Bro. Let's try just laying it sort of on its side. Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Should be totally fine. Now, our next... Okay, at least it didn't go up on the roof. That was my main concern. But our next little excursion on our Joe Bro is going to take us back to the flea market, because apparently... Oh, okay. Well, let's try this again, shall we? Just put... Dude! All right, we're just gonna hoist it up. Hey, that's good. It's chillin'. It's chillin'. Kickstand is up. We're going to the flea market because apparently there's some new stuff over there. What specifically, I don't know. The wiki claims that... Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's reverse instead. We gotta turn this way to reverse this way, which seems weird, I'll admit. I'm flooring it, so I don't know what's going on with that. But the wiki says that there's, quote, random items available now at the flea market. So, no cop, no stop. We're just gonna go right through that intersection. No issues whatsoever. Dude, it's insane to be back on the Joe Bro, though. Like I said before, I was not expecting the dev to add this in. I mean, it's not exactly a winter vehicle, you know? Oop, about missed our turn. Downshift, probably downshift again. Second gear, there it is. Hey, look, our stuff is still in there. I'm gonna leave it on the road, too, because it really doesn't seem to like any sort of snow whatsoever. And kickstand. Perfect. Please don't launch into the air. Nice. All right. Let's see what we've got cooking in here, if anything. No new items there. No new items here. Do you just really gotta look for stuff? Because that's the PC. It would have probably been cool to like carry over our My Summer Car save into here so we could at least... I don't think that fabric is purchasable. So we could at least, you know, still have... That one is, though. The computer. But I don't really care about it that much. Oh, we can get that fabric roll. We just have to... 496 marks? Is that like Prada fabric? Is it Gucci or something? What the heck? Ain't no way I'm spending that. What is this? Oh, that seems like it should be purchasable. It's like a standalone item. I'll go back and... Hey! Was that there before? Were any of these here before?
Maailma muuttuu kyllä, mutta kirppari mummo ei muutu.
Yeah, world changes around, but flea market mama does not. That is so true. You haven't aged a bit. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on these shelves. Don't know what that is. Just a big blob of something. Can't buy that. There's a camera. We already have one, but that's cool. Just in case you don't know where to find it, I guess you can buy it here. The fuzzy dice have returned. I'm very tempted to get this, but we don't have a backpack because no mods. And with our little two-stroke fuel already on the back there, I'm not sure we're going to be able to bring it back. There's the keyboard and mouse. 192 marks. Anything else of interest over here? Nope. Okay, now that I know you really kind of have to dig through this stuff, fireworks too. Again, just in case you don't know where to get that already. If you're watching this and you don't know, it's the cabin in the middle of the frozen lake. Pretty easy to get to now that that it's all frozen over. There's the PC monitor. Oh, I'm like manual gearbox. Excuse me? Our shelf is on the other side there. It is a bit sad that that stuff is still here, though. You know? Thought for sure... I mean, I dropped those prices way down. There's a diskette. Dropped them way down, and she's... still wasn't able to sell them for us. Okay, nothing there. Hey, they weren't kidding, though. This really is just random items. Nothing there, nothing there. This is our shelf. Oh, she might have sold some stuff. Do you have a... Nope, okay, no envelope. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't really want to get rid of these things anyways. So that's really it. Cool. Yeah, the only thing that I would purchase has got to be the fuzzy dice. Everything else is pretty mid. And then you got that Gucci or Prada fabric roll in here. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, we missed our chance to go to Fleetari's, I'm assuming. Well, Actually, don't remember what time he closes. Please stop. Why every time do you have to do that? Just stay settled. It's really not hard. Oh my. It's so good to be back. Hey, it is so good to be back, you guys. There it is. All right, and kickstand? 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 Do I have to be sat down to do this? What the heck? No, now the only option I have is coverall. Oh my god, okay. Stand back up. Kickstand. Got it. And this time we're probably gonna want the lights. Wait for it. It's pretty cold. There she is. All right, and I'm not really in the center here. That's a little bit better. Away we go. So it turns out that if you do end up stuck in the snow on the Joe Bro here, it can't steer, like, at all. So I'm just gonna pick this guy up and I guess we'll try to make our way back onto the road. Here we go. Thankfully that, dude, flashlight hack. We just walk around, don't tip over. Oh no, where'd the fuel go? Oh wait, I think that's it. I think that's it right there. Okay, you stay. But we could just walk around with the Joe Bro. And then we can use the headlight as a flashlight. And then we don't ever need to buy batteries. Kinda genius. Or really stupid. I'll let you make that call. All right. Kickstand, please. Dude, it's in the spot where I just can't look down that far. There it is. To get it most of the time. You just have to clutch kick the crap out of this thing to get it to move at all. At least in first gear. But we're nearly back home. We'll put the two-stroke fuel away, and our fatigue is getting rather high. I don't even know if you guys can hear me over this thing, it's so loud. But I think it's about time for us we'll take care of our stress and our thirst, and then head to bed. Woke up at the butt crack of dawn, as is tradition around here. So, since we can't go see Fleetari just yet, we're gonna spend a little bit of time here in the garage, just taking apart the Revette slightly. I really think the only thing that we need to take off of it is, or are, suddenly English has gotten more difficult for me, these mud flaps. Yeah, because the ice race required us to remove more than it did install. So there we go. Done deal. Now, we're not going to be able to take the vehicle to Fleetari and have him uninstall the window mesh stuff. That's just going to be there now, unfortunately. But I don't think it'll make it so we can't compete in the amateur rally. I guess we'll find out when that time comes. We'll put the hood up though real quick like. And or you know what? Maybe we should do the taillights first. We've been missing everything for a while. It's either an 8 or a 9. We're gonna play this guessing game again. Won't that be fun? Thankfully though, we can leave these on for the amateur rally, which is nice. We don't have to go back to the basically slicks that are supposed to be studs or studded. It's got to be an 8. Or what if it's a 6? It's an 8. Okay. Should be 2 though. One up top-ish and one down yonder. Grab this other taillight. And we'll get that reinstalled. Easy peasy. Okay. I guess that was the easy part. Oh, this doesn't require any hardware whatsoever. We just lean on in here. And wait for the check mark. Click install. All right. Now, we had like a chin spoiler. I still don't think I'm going to run that for the rally. I really, really like the facelift version of the bumpers that we have. So I'm going to reinstall these next. Probably going to have to flip that thing around a little bit. Don't want the tow rope, though. And then this, if I remember correctly, it's been 2 weeks. Should be a 10. Should have 2 10s in here. Right there. Got him. Look at that, dude. I'm a pro. Totally kidding, by the way. I don't actually think that highly of myself when it comes to this game. Right? These should be 9s. So we've got that guy there and this guy here. I think there was another 9, but that would have been for the fender. Somewhere in here. Oh, it's probably that guy right there, but I think it's actually a 10. So grill secured for now. Moving on to the bumper. Oh, this is the right. This is the rear chrome bumper. That's going to go right there. Probably a 10 on that guy as well. We're going to find out. Are you a 10? It's a 10. Cool. We just got 1 bolt on that side. And 1 over here on the other. I'll tell you, I was really worried to come back and like not remember the controls whatsoever, but it hasn't been too terribly difficult to pick back up again. All right, fender flares require no hardware, but the side skirts do. And this is side skirt right, so wouldn't that be this side? Correct. 11, I think. Let's grab the 11. This thing's gonna be, oh yeah, 11 it is. It's gonna be looking so fresh again. Maybe we should change up the color scheme for the Amateur Cup. The red just looks so fast, though. Like, you see a red car. This is why cops pull red cars over more than any other color vehicle. A red car just looks faster. That's why we went with this color in the first place. So I am tempted to leave it, but I guess feel free to let me know down in the comments what you guys think we should do as far as color scheme goes. Chin spoiler is staying, so let's do front right flare. This is right rear flare. And then we have front left. Bring that back around over yonder. Dude, we're going to have this thing wrapped up and still going to have to just sit on my hands for a little while and wait until Fleetari's opened up for the day. Because our other parts probably aren't going to be here till Thursday. Other part, I guess I should say. Probably won't be here till Thursday. Radio, we're just going to slide on over. I'll probably throw this in the car so I don't forget that again. We'll slide these down a little ways just to make extra space. And that's it. I mean, that's really all that we can do for now. I'm also tempted, hang on, let me put these away. I'm also tempted to remove our rear muffler just to free up a little bit of horse puppies, but I don't remember what size that was. It's not a 13. It's not a 12. It's got to be a 14. Not a 14 either. 11? 10. Okay, 9. It's not a 9. 8. That's not an 8. 8. There it is. So we just need to unscrew that and drop the muffler. That, like I said, should free up a little bit of horsepower. Not much, but enough to where, you know what, I'm not even going to notice it. I'm not even going to notice it at all. I bet you it's louder, though. Oh, which is cool, I suppose. We'll get the hood closed back up again. And I guess we'll just head inside our parents' place and twiddle our thumbs for a little while. Wait until, yeah, it's still very dark out. Wait until Fleetari is open for the day. Okay, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Whoops, sorry. Since the dev has added back in our beloved Jonnez brother, what if we all petition for Topless Gun to add a ski onto the front and maybe some sort of like track conversion for the rear wheel? That way we could actually use it in the deeper snow. I feel like it's just not very usable at the moment. I think he's probably only added it just because so many people wanted to see it again. I mean, he did add the studded tires, I guess, but... Fleetari! Good to see you again. Just an idea. Just a little idea that I had. So, we have currently the 2-barrel carburetor, and I think we should upgrade to the 4-barrel race carburetor for 7,900 marks. Oh, what are these? Brake bias regulator? Fleetari, it would have been, hey, it would have been nice to know that that was a thing. Or it would have been nice if you would have sold that prior to us doing the ice race. That way, maybe we could have actually, like, drifted the corners a little bit. It is what it is. It is what it is. I guess it's not his fault. But this, I do want, for sure. 7,900 marks is crazy. We only have 10,500 at our disposal. We could upgrade to a race or rally camshaft, fast road, road sprint, rally, or race. It's tempting. It is tempting. But I need to have enough money left over to pay, I think it was 1,800 bucks for that lightweight flywheel. Let's just stick with the 4-barrel carb for now, because we're still going to need money to, like, pay bills and everything like that. What I really need to do is another, like, sucky job. I need to stop calling it that. The poop truck job, and maybe, like, the firewood job as well. There you go, my good man. Yeah, we're down to 2,600 marks after that. That is a very, very expensive purchase. But we'll get it tossed in the back seats and make our way back home so we can get it installed. Home sweet home. First step in all this is we need to get that bag opened up and then get this box opened up. That's just junk now. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. That looks really, really good. I mean, especially in comparison to the... I gotta be careful, I'm gonna fall into the pit. In comparison to the 2-barrel carb, this thing looks like it's gonna have some serious additional horsepower. So, we need... I think it's an 8mm holding this guy on. Is it a 7? It is a 7. All right, so that's gonna come off. That's the air cleaner or the air box. I don't know if we can reuse this with the 4-barrel carb, because like how, I mean, it doesn't even really make sense for the 2-barrel carb to line up to that inlet right there. We'll see. We'll see, right? You never know. It could surprise us somehow. And then these should all be 9s. So we've got 2 there. There should be 1 in the middle. And then 2 more right yonder. Alright. That guy's coming off. I'm going to put him over here. Now, the wiki says that it is possible to adjust the AFR to this one prior to install. I don't see the adjustment screw straight away. It's got to be on there somewhere. What? Maybe it doesn't show up until we install it. Right? That could be. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Same amount of bolts though, or sorry, nuts. Holding that on. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty nice in there. And I don't think it's going to be compatible with our little airbox whatsoever. So I'll just put that up here with the 2-barrel carb. And we'll lean on in here, see if we can find... Ah, the adjustment screws. There they are. There they are. Okay. So I don't really know. Maybe I should have pulled up the wiki for this. I don't really know how we should adjust them. But it's probably best that we do that prior to starting it, because right now I doubt it's going to want to start. Let's see if we even have any juice in the battery. We do. Okay, choke is out. Nope. That ain't going to cut it. Some adjustment is definitely required, but I'm not confident in how much. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Okay, first, we need to tighten all 4 of them equally clockwise. So let's just make sure we're spinning it the right direction. I can't even tell if that's spinning. It does not look like it's spinning at all, but that should be clockwise. Yeah, this one also doesn't appear to be spinning whatsoever. Maybe by default they're maxed out. What I really should do is try spinning it the other way to see if it even moves, but why would they be seized, you know? That'd be super weird. Okay. And then we need to back them off, so going counterclockwise, 23 to 24 clicks. So let's try that over here. It doesn't look like it moved at all. It looks exactly the same. Well, we're gonna run it anyways. We'll try it. Here we go. Oh, dude, I'm an idiot. I left the key on. Okay, this might be good though. That doesn't seem very good. All right, I feel like we probably... they don't look like they're moving at all. But I feel like we probably just need to sit here and just keep trying to turn them clockwise for a really long time. We'll do this on all 4 of them. It's not moving, so I don't know. I don't know. This time for sure. This time it's just gotta work. Choke is still out. That does seem better. No gas whatsoever. Just crank. That's it. That is it. All right. Let's put... Oh, I just got an achievement. Your chorus actually started. Good job. All right, not sure why we hadn't got that ever before. Ooh, lots of backfire, but it's not warmed up yet. Pushing the choke in typically does make it warm up a little bit faster, so I'm just gonna, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's worked for us thus far. Now you would think, right? You would think that this vehicle internally, as far as the engine goes, is starting to show its age a little bit, but if you look at our what is this called again? Odometer? Brain gone already. Too many pina coladas. If you look at our odometer, we've only gone 208 kilometers. I don't know how many miles that is, but that doesn't seem too terribly far. Okay, fan just kicked on, which means we're finally at operating temp. thermostat should be opened up. And we're idling right around where we want it to be, I think. Shall we give her a couple of revs? It sounds exactly the same as it did before. We'll just have to cross our fingers that it's maybe making more horsepower. So I'm gonna pull the choke back out. We'll hit the ignition. Everything seems to have shut off, I think. Fan's gonna still run for a minute or two, but it's all right. There we go. And on that note, ladies and gents, unfortunately, wait a minute. I was actually just about to end the episode, but I just remembered that we still have to pick up the lightweight flywheel from Psk and get that installed as well. But I do have to take a break for lunch, and then when I come back, we'll get that lightweight flywheel and get it installed.
3 hours later.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my eternal suffering. I really can't even say that about today. It's been a pretty chill day as far as my winter car days go. But we're rolling up. I should probably kill the lights. We're rolling up in the tractor, entering Psk with style. A true hillbilly is the newest achievement that we got for pulling up here in the tractor. I guess since the first time that additional achievements have been added, maybe. But we're rolling up here in the tractor because A, we need some what's this stuff called? Farm diesel, I guess. We need to add some of that to the old tractor. That way we can get to where we need to go, which is another firewood delivery. I did show up here yesterday, not with the tractor, but unfortunately, Marguerite wasn't quite ready for us yet. So let's see if she has what we need. There it is. 1,890 marks. Thank you so much, Marguerite. We're gonna get this tossed in the back of the Kekmet. Get her fueled up. I'm gonna chuck in just like 100 marks worth of fuel, and we'll see how far that gets us. About 3/4 of a tank. I'd say that's all right. We'll get our cap screwed back on here and head on over to our next stop, which is, thankfully, on the way back to our parents' house. Should probably clarify that. Our destination is this little white house here on our right. So I've dropped her down into low gear. We're gonna see if we can maybe sneak through the tree line and make this drop a little bit easier on us. I think here is good, hopefully. What do you think, bud? Is this a good spot? Ooh, we might miss it a little bit. It's mostly on there. Perfect. 3,200 marks. All in a day's work. All right, let's get that brought back down. If we can, there she is. Got to make sure we put our little gate up too. Like so. And we will be on our way back to our parents' house to get this lightweight flywheel installed. Now that we have a little bit more money at our disposal, I gotta admit I am slightly tempted to head back to Fleetari's just to get the rally camshaft. Let me know down in the comments what you think I should do. Could we be okay competing in the amateur rally with the factory camshaft? Probably. I mean, we competed in the Junior Cup with not great stuff. I should probably pee and have a smoke real quick. I'm not sure what I want to do. Clearly. Very, very indecisive. I also want to make sure that we have enough money to be able to pay our bills. And I really don't know what the buy-in for the amateur rally is. Because I think the Junior Cup was like 500 marks, if I remember right. Might have been a little bit cheaper than that. I don't know. Now, I'm a little nervous about this installation. This thing is super, super lightweight looking, though. I don't know how easy it's going to be to disconnect the transmission from the engine. First, I'm going to start by, I know you can't tell, but I'm unscrewing our shift knob. Or trying to. What the heck? There we go. Okay, just needed a couple more turns. So we've got that done. Are there... No, there's no hardware connecting it to the body of the vehicle there. We are going to have to push it forward just slightly. So we can actually get under this sucker. But let's see what we've got cooking down here. So, we're likely going to have to disconnect the drive shaft. And then I'm hoping that we're just going to be able to sort of like unbolt the bell housing from the engine and just drop her on down. We just need access to the flywheel. Easy access to the flywheel. So, we'll see how this goes. We've got to play a little guessing game here real quick on what size our drive shaft bolts were. Are there only... Oh, there's only bolts back there. So it's not a 14. Gotta be a 15 then, right? It's not a 15. Okay, let's go down a little bit. We'll try a 13. It's not a 13. How about a 12? You know what? I thought it was a 12 from the get-go. It's not, which means it's gotta be an 11. It's not an 11. Isn't this fun? I should have pulled up the cheat sheet or that service manual or something. Holy cow, there's no way it's any smaller than a 9. There is a way. It's an 8. They are 8s. So we've got one there, one here. There's probably 2 more on the opposite side. You would think that I would remember because we kind of installed this thing, but I honestly don't. It's just been too long. Okay, and now that we have that done, let's drop maybe the support, which is probably an 11. What I meant to say was 12. And what I actually thought for sure was a 13. It's a 14. Now we know. I dropped the skid plate, that way we could see what we're doing a little bit easier. But these bell housing bolts are 11s. So we can do some of them from down under my. The others, though, are likely going to have to be disconnected. Oh, there's one more. From the top side. So let's head back up there. And we'll unfasten these bad boys real quick like. Probably just 1 or maybe 2 more on the driver's side. It is really difficult to see what we're doing in the engine bay. There we go. Okay, that should be everything. Guess we could probably just lean on in here. And disconnect the gearbox. Easy as that. Oh, I forgot about all the clutch stuff too. Okay, our job is not over yet. We've got to unscrew 6 of these bolts on the clutch plate. There we go. And then... Oh, right. That's like one complete assembly now. So that was, wait for it, an 8. Or those were 8mm bolts. These, on the other hand, look a little bit larger. I'm going to go with a 12. Lucky guess. And now we can just pop that one off and find our new one. Did I not bring the new one down here? I swear I did. I didn't. It's right here. We'll give her a shot. There she goes. Get all these tightened up, and then we're just going to do the exact same thing that we already did, but in reverse order. And just like that, she is all back together again, and we are officially ready for the amateur rally, which I'm still very nervous about, but how hard could it possibly be? You know? It's probably super, super easy in comparison to the Junior Cup. But on that note, that is unfortunately where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.